Welcome to class. Good morning, everyone. Let's start in a wide leg child's pose. Big toes touching, knees open wide, and we'll just let the arms reach out in front. Take like a big yawn here. You can rest your forehead on the floor if it reaches. And if it doesn't reach, you can always stack your fists one on top of the other. Maybe you might like to do that just for a change today. Melting your way into your body, into your hips. Once you get to a comfortable place, let your eyes close and start to think about your breathing. Okay, so we'll take some long, deep breaths in and out through the nose, really trying to bring yourself into this moment. There might be some mayhem going on in your house, if your house is like my house. But you've given yourself this little bit of time to get strong, to become present, and to be able to deal with whatever mayhem is happening in your life. So take this little bit of time that you've given yourself to build that strength, to build that focus, to find that little bit of peace. We'll take a twist, right arm underneath you towards the left side. You can lay the side of the head on the floor, left fingers to the top of the mat. Enjoy this stretch there. And then just changing to the other side, taking the left arm underneath you towards the right arm to the top of the mat. You do any little movements that you want to do here. And then release, taking the left arm all the way back out. One more breath here. Right, I like to try and push my hands into the mat so that pushes my hips into my heels. We'll come up onto all fours. Palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, rock forwards and back. So how do the wrists feel straight away? Maybe a little bit tight, a little bit stiff. We'll take little circles as well, just finding some movement, rounding into the back, feeling the muscles in your back. Taking the circle the other way. You can see if you can try and work this one out. So you take your hands quite wide, so wider than your shoulders. Okay, try and keep your arms straight. And you're going to lower the inner right arm down onto the mat. And see how low you can go without bending your arms. And so you should feel a nice stretch there all through the inner right arm. And then lift it right back up without bending the arms. See if you can let the left shoulder fall inwards. And you're going to swing from side to side there. Just getting a little bit of space. The more you slide the hands out, the lower you're going to be able to go. Rocking from side to side. I really love this one. Feels really good. One more time. Good, and then release. All right, hopefully that made sense to you. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. We'll do a little angry cat here, rounding into the back, chin to chest. And then start to create shoulders with the circles so they come up towards the ears and around the back. Maybe that's a little bit crunchy. If you're my body, it's definitely a little bit crunchy. And then circling it the other way. Good. So now keeping everything nice and strong, pushing through the hands, tuck your toes under, sit your hips into your heels, start to feel the stretch to your feet. You can lay your belly on your thighs, your forehead down onto the floor. Take a long deep breath in and a long breath out. Getting a little bit more intense with the toes, walk your hands back towards your knees and sit onto your heels. I know everyone loves this pose. Let's take the arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, you can bend your elbows and open up the chest, squeeze them towards the center of the back, flossing your way in there. And then straightening your arms, lift them right back up. And again, the elbows bend, you can open up the chest, squeeze, pinch the shoulders together. And then straighten the arms, lift them right back up. And then last time, elbows bend, open up the chest, pinch the shoulders together. And then straightening the arms, lift them right back. Right, how's the feet? Coming up onto your hands, so you're back onto all fours. Let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. You can shake out the feet there if you need to. And then we lift the hips up and back into your first downward facing dog. So starting to get the stretch a little bit down the calves now, into the Achilles. You can pat the feet down one by one, wiggling the hips. It's always nice to do that. You can lift and lower the heels, just creating a little bit of heat in the calves. And then you can swing the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. And we'll draw a big circle with the right leg. Nice big circle. We can circle the left, right the other way. Let's bring the right knee into the nose, the foot inside the hand. Nice and easy, lower the left knee to the floor. Release the left toes. Always lift the arms up into a little low lunge here. You can take the hands behind you, squeeze the elbows into the ears, lift the head, chest up. Good, and then releasing the hands, take them either side of the front foot, into the left leg, right toes to the face. Welcome, hamstring inhale. Exhale, fold over the right leg. We'll rebend into the right leg, lift the back knee up off the floor and just take the front foot to the back. And we lift the hips up and back into your downward dog. Wiggle, wiggle. Let's check in. How does that small little bit of movement, stretch feel? Let's swing the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up that hip. And then you can take a big circle with the left leg. You brush the left knee as you go, and then we take the circle the other way. Clickety clunk. All right, bringing the left knee into your nose, left foot inside the hand. And then lower the right knee to the floor. All right, so how does that feel? It's a little bit stiff today. Then lift the arms up, press the palms together, and take the hands behind the head. Squeeze the elbows in, try and lift the chest up. Inhale. As you exhale, release the hands down. We'll come back onto the right knee and then left toes to the face. Take your time here with this hamstring. Inhale. And exhale, try and squeeze the left hip back here. Feel that space. And let's rebend into the left leg. Lifting the back knee up off the floor. Just take the front foot to the back and we'll come back into your down dog. It's nice now if you can lift the heels up, bend your knees and then just swivel your hips from side to side. Yeah, just trying to find some space. And then squeeze the heels down towards the floor. So now take your right foot and your big toe and the next toe is going to slot around the back of your heel like you've put on a flip-flop. So work that out, your right leg slightly bent, your left leg is straight. You're going to come up high onto your left toes. Now with your right foot, push the heel back as you draw your head forwards and make your way into a plank. And so you're using your right foot to stretch that right heel away from you. And then come right back up into your down dog. Squeeze the left heel down. Okay. So again, you come up onto your left toes, see if you work that out. Now push the heel down with the right foot as you draw the head, chest forwards, come into plank. You feel that extra stretch through the left calf. And then come right back into your down dog. Last time, come up high onto your left toes. Now as you take your head forwards, push your heel down, come into that plank pose. Lift your right leg up and then right knee into nose, right foot outside the right hand. Turn your back heel towards the left, right foot onto its side, right arm up to the sky. Now you can do a few little bounces here, just getting into the outer right hip. You take the right arm up and over your head, find that space. And then placing the right hand to the floor, left foot outside your left hand. Sit your hips down low, elbows into your knees, palms together, lift the head, chest up. How's that right hip feel compared to the left? Inhale. And exhale. Good, hands to the floor. You step back into your plank. And then take the hips up and back into your downward dog. Bending your knees, lifting the heels, swiveling the hips from side to side. All right, let's go again. So your left foot now is gonna hook around the back of your right heel, so big toe and next toe, like it's a flip-flop. Then you're gonna come up high onto your right toes, and as you take your head forwards into plank, push your right heel down with your left foot. Now you should feel an extra stretch through that right calf. And then take it back into down dog. So again, come up high into your right toes, and then push the heel down as you draw your head forward. So your two ends of the body going different way. And then come up and squeeze the heel down. So your last time, come up high into your right toes. Now push that heel down as you take the head forwards, keeping the core strong. Nice, hover your left leg up. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Left foot outside the left hand. Yeah. Now turn your back heel towards the right. Left foot onto its side. Left arm to the sky. Now you can do a little bit of bouncing here. It's not going to go down that far. Just see where you can kind of floss into. Left arm up and over your head. Find that little bit of space here. Just see what you can feel. Good, and then taking the left hand to the floor. Right foot's going to land outside the right hand. Sit the hips down nice and low. Elbows into the knees, palms together, lift the head, chest up. Again, hopefully both hips feeling good now. Inhale. As you exhale, let's take the arms up to the sky. See how that feels today. Breathing in. As you breathe out, can you bend your elbows and open up the chest? I know that's a challenge. Feels like there's lots of restrictions there. Good, and then release the hands. We're going to straighten the legs, lift the hips up high, and then heel toe the feet towards each other. Halfway lift and lengthen, and then an exhale and a fold. Relax your head, nice heavy head. Slowly roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Okay, so now you're going to cross your right foot over your left, trying to line up your baby toe. So something we played with yesterday. Inhale, lift up tall, and then exhale, we're just going to fold it forwards. Now your right leg is bent, your left leg could be straight. You can have your hands on blocks here, or rest the hands on the floor. Walk your hands over towards the right side, walk your body over to the right side. Press down through both feet and tune into what you're feeling there. Breathe into that space. Bring your body back through center. Push down through both feet and then roll your way up. Good, Good, uncross the legs. And we bring the left foot over the right. Baby toes, try and touch. Left leg is bent, right leg's probably straight. Inhale. And then exhale, hinge from the hips, take it down. Again, hands can be on your blocks or they can be on the floor, on your shins. We'll walk the hands over towards the left side. Relax your head, breathe into whatever it is you're feeling there. That straight leg is probably where you're feeling it. One more breath. And then release, make your way back to center. I think the hardest thing for some of us is to come up, rolling your way back up, keeping that balance there. Good, uncross the left leg. Hands onto the hips, inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, hinge from the hips. So folding forwards now. Releasing the hands, inhale, take a halfway lift. Hopefully that feels good. Exhale and fold, draw yourself in. Good, you can release the hands. Inhale, lift the head, chest up, and then just step your feet back into a plank pose. From your plank pose, push your heels back like you've still got your foot hooked over the heel. Your head forwards, the elbows brushed by the rib cage. Keep pushing those heels back. Straighten the arms as you come into Cobra Up Dog. And then take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Squeeze the heels down, big breath in. Long breath out. All right, so let's swing the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Bring your right foot inside your right hand. Come up into a high lunge. And look how bent that right leg is. Really sink down into it. Really push to the right heel. One big step, left foot outside of the right. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, we can fold it forwards. Hinge from the hips. Might be a bit of a wobble. It was a bit of a wobble yesterday. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Can you feel all 10 toes pushing into the mat? Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head, and just bring your hands to the heart center. Start to bend into your right leg as you take your left leg to the back of the mat. How long can you hold the left foot off the floor until you come right back up into your high lunge? I know it's a wobble. Okay, ground the back heel into your warrior two. Reach the arms away. Reflect the front palm, reach forwards, and then skim the head as you take it back. Big circle, right hand to the floor. Left hand follows, and then take the front foot to the back. Push your heels back, your head forwards as the elbows bend. Straighten the arms as we come up Cobra Up Dog. Take it back, downward facing dog. Squeeze the heels down, lift the hips up. As we start to build heat, I start to regret wearing the jumper. Take your left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up that hip. Left knee into nose, left foot inside the left thumb. Come up, high lunge. Nice, so strong left leg. One big step, left, stand onto the left foot, bring your right foot outside of your left foot. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Now the left leg is bent, right leg is probably straight. We can fold it forwards and hinge from the hips. So find that balance. I know it can be awkward, but are you here on the mat? You probably are. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head, and we'll bring the palms together. So use the palms as like a base point, somewhere to hold on to. You start to bend your left leg as you lift your right leg all the way to the back of the mat. How long can you hover the right foot off the floor? How far can you step back into that lunge? Nice, lift the arms up. From there, ground the back heel and open up into your warrior two. Reach the hands away. Flip the front palm, reach forward, skim the head as you take it back. Breathe into this left side. Big circle, left hand to the floor. Right hand follows. And let's just take the front foot to the back, find plank. Now push those heels back and the head forwards as the elbows bend. Cobra up dog, lift the head, chest up. Take it straight up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in, wiggle the hips. Then breath out, squeeze the heels down. Good, lift the right leg up to the sky, bend knee, open up the hip. This time, bring your right foot next to your left thumb. Slide your left leg back a little bit. That helps you to get a little bit deeper. Now come onto your right fingertips, and then kind of over to the right side of the mat there. Ground the back heel, 45, lean into your right fingertips. Swing your left arm up to the sky. Get that length. Yeah, breathe in, reach the left arm up and over your head as you exhale. Looking down, take your left arm back to the sky. Let's come into warrior two. Now you don't need to adjust the foot, we are there. Good, flip the front palm, reach forwards and then skim the head as you take it back. Bend deep into that right leg. I'm going to straighten the right leg now. Reach the right arm as far forwards as you can into triangle. Okay, so your hip, left hip is up, right hand onto the shin, left arm to the sky. Maybe right hand can go behind the right leg if it doesn't make you all crumpled on that left side. Left arm up and over your head, inhale. Exhale. Looking down, take the left arm back up and come back into your warrior two. Right hand to the floor. Big circle with the left hand. Pick the back heel up. Keep the right foot where it is. Just going to slot that left foot outside of the right toes. Inhale, take the halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Relax your head. Good. Roll your way up. Push down through both feet. Ooh. So this time, bring your palms together. Find something solid to focus on. And you try and come up high onto your toes. So it's a little bit of a wobble. See what happens. Open your knees out towards the side. Take your hands out in front of you. And then place the hands down onto the mat. Take your time to get there. Well done, we've done it before. As you drop your feet back, uncross the legs into plank. Push the heels back, the head forwards as the elbows bend. Cobra up dog. Meet me down facing dog. Long breath in. And a long breath out, hips up nice and high. Here we go, left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open up that hip. Left knee into nose, left foot next to right thumb. Slide the back leg away. Now come onto the left fingertips. Ground the back heel to the left. Right arm up to the sky. Lean into the fingertips and push your hips forwards. Right arm can come up and over your head so you feel that lovely space here. Right arm up to the sky. Look down. It's a long way up. Come into your warrior two. Well done. Flipping the front palm, reach forward, skim the head as you take it back. And then we can straighten the left leg. Come into triangle. Push your back hip away. Reach the left arm as far forwards as you can. Hand can be on the shin or on the floor. Right arm up to the sky. Main thing with triangle is just not to crumple the left side. That's it. Inhale. Right arm up and over your head, feel that space. Exhale. So you take the right arm back up to the sky and then rebend the left leg, come back into your warrior two. From warrior two, take the left hand to the floor. That's it, take the right hand to the floor. Now pick your back heel up, you don't need to move this left foot. Because you're going to slot your right foot outside of your left foot, that will bring you to the center of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Bring your palms together. Well done. Now come up high onto your toes. Find that balance. Make sure you keep breathing as well. Let your knees go out to the side. Take your hands out in front. That's it. They're there to catch you. Hands will go to the floor. Once the hands are down, you're safe. Now you can uncross the legs as you jump or set your feet back into plank. Push the heels back, the head forwards as the elbows bend. Straighten your arms as you lift the head, chest up. And then take it up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Yep, lower your knees to the floor for a moment. Untuck your toes. And then take your hands to the corners of the mat, your arms to the corners of the mat. Lower your chest, your chin to the floor. Feel the stretch through the arms. Feel that puppy pose. Long breath in. Long breath out. Carefully making your way out of that, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, do the opposite. Angry cat, chin to chest, round into the upper back. Coming back to a neutral spine, where the hands are, put the elbows. Well, the wonderful dolphin. Interlace the fingers. If you like, you can have your fingers as spread, but press your hands together. Tuck your toes under. That's it, and then lift the hips up into dolphin. Look to your feet. Squeeze the heels down towards the floor. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Keep squeezing the heels down. You can have your knees bent, but try not to have your head on the floor. Push away from the floor through the forearms. Maybe you can lift your right leg up to the sky. You can bend the knee, open up that hip, see what that feels like. Right leg lowers, left leg goes up to the sky. You can bend the knee, open up the hip, and just see what that feels like. Okay, right leg can be bent. Lower the left foot back down, lower the knees. Sit back onto your heels, walk your hands back. Head rush, hands behind you. Interlace the fingers, draw your shoulders back and push your hands down. So nice to be the normal way up for a moment, let the blood come back to the normal way. Right ear towards right shoulder. And the left ear towards left shoulder. A little bit of peace. Head back to the center, release the hands. Go a few circles with the shoulders one way. This is going to have to come off. Create too much heat. And circling the shoulders the other way. Good. We'll come back onto all fours. One little balance, and then we are done. Okay, so we'll come up on those all fours and then into your downward facing dog. So you can let your belly sink, tuck your toes under, and then lift the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Now you can bend the knees and look forwards. I'm going to jump both feet inside the hands. Once you get there, take a halfway lift. And as you exhale, you fold. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. And we're going to bring the hands to the heart center for this balance. So take your weight onto your left foot and then bring your right knee into your chest. Good. Hold it there. You're going to swing your right leg around and then take your right knee outside of your left leg. Now I want you to bend your left leg until you can touch your shin on the floor, maybe your foot on the floor. Don't rest there. You're going to power through that left leg and bring it all the way back and come back through the same circle, same pathway. Try it again. Taking the right knee out towards the right side, swinging it all the way around. As the right knee gets outside of the left, bend the left leg until maybe the shin touches the floor. And then bring it all the way back. That's it, good. Squeeze your right knee into your chest and extend the right leg forwards. Lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Good, take the right leg to the sky, the hands to the floor. And then you can bend the knee and open up the hip. Some of you guys might be able to come up high onto your left toes. Just walk your hands forwards a little bit. Some of you guys might be able to hover that left foot off the floor. Just see what happens. It might happen, it might not happen. You're just playing with it, you're just getting the stretch. Wherever you are, lower your left leg back down onto the mat. Lower your right foot back, unless your right foot's already down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Palms together, lift the arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards. Hopefully that left leg's feeling it. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, take a halfway lift. As you exhale, jump back or step back, lying plank. Elbows brushed by the rib cage. Cobra up dog. Downward dog. So you're going to bend your knees and look forwards. You can step, you can jump, you can float. Feet inside the hands. Halfway lift once you get there. And then hinge and fold. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. And we'll bring the palms together, thumbs into the chest. Good. So now pull weight into your right foot. Bring your left knee up to your chest. Squeeze it up. Good. Start to take that big circle. Go out towards the side. Bend the right leg. Lower your left shin towards the floor. See if you can just tap the floor lightly and then power through the right leg to bring it all the way back. So there's loads of strengthening in the right leg there. And again, take the knee out to the side. Go all the way around to the back. Left knee outside of the right. Shin on the floor maybe. And then power through the right leg. We'll bring it all the way back. Good, guys. Can you extend that left leg forwards? And then lean back, lean back, lean back. See where you can go with that. Pushing your left foot forwards. Swinging the left leg all the way up to the sky. And then hands to the floor. Good. Heel into bum. Open up that hip. I know this can be challenging. So you can bend your right leg anytime. You can bend it a lot. Maybe some of you guys can walk your hands forwards. Come up high into your right toes. Really lift the left knee up, up, up. Maybe the right foot hovers. Just find that little moment there. See what happens. You never know what might happen. The intention is there, but then it might happen. Wherever you are, right foot back down. Left foot back down. And if it's not ready, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold, relax your head. Good, slowly roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Palms together, lift the arms up, thighs forwards, hips forward. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And as you exhale, jump back, step back. Vinyasa. Heels back, head forwards. Straighten the arms, cobra up dog. Take it back downward, facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Nice, guys. Let's bring your right knee to your right wrist, your right shin onto the mat. Get right foot to the left wrist, pigeon pose. Slide that back leg away. Squeeze your right hip back here. Hopefully that feels nice. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips. Lift your chest up. As you exhale, you can walk your hands forwards. Take a moment and remember, we are not checking out here. We are checking in. So you can push down to the top of the left leg and squeeze the right hip back. Big breath in. That's it, long breath out. Just enjoying the stretch. So you've done all the hard work. Now enjoy the stretch. Good. Walk your way back up. So your hands come underneath your shoulders. Just bring your left knee in line with your left hip. Left foot underneath the left knee. Right foot in line with the right knee. Yes. Inhale, lift up tall. And then exhale, fold over the legs. And you can work on pushing down through your inner right knee. No, inner left knee, inner left ankle, and the outer right leg. Keep pushing down through your left knee so you lift your left foot up off the floor. So you're rotating that left inwards. Yeah. You'll lower the left foot down and then come up onto the hands. Maybe your hands are off the floor. Maybe you're using your hands on the floor. You push down through your inner left foot and try and lift the left knee up off the floor. See where you can go. You can have your hands off the floor. Feels nice, feels nice. Good. And then release. Now, look where your right leg is. See how this goes? Bring your left foot on top of your right knee. And this knee might be high here. So that's totally fine. If this isn't good for you at all, just sit cross-legged. Okay? And turn to face you. So you can see it's the fire log. I'm not going to push that knee down unless it wants to go. We might keep it up nice and high. Inhale, tall. Exhale, rock forwards. See what happens here. Flex your feet. That's it, keep the knees safe. This isn't worth breaking knees for. So listen to it. Sit cross-legged if you need to. One more breath. Get deep into those hips. Yes. Good. And then release. Make your way back up. From here, take your left leg back. Big circle all the way back behind you. And then you can take your right leg back into down dog. Wiggle the hips, stretch out the knees to do what you need to do. Okay, so let's bring your left knee to your left wrist, left shin on the floor, left foot to the right wrist. Slide the back leg away. Okay, and we'll spend a little moment here, just walking the hands back, lifting the chest up, checking in, not checking out. Feel that left hip. You can walk the hands forwards for a moment. Yes, and this isn't where you collapse, this is where the work begins. Yeah, so you're breathing deeply. One more breath. And then walking your hands back towards your knees or then. So you're going to fall onto the left side a little, so you can bring your right knee in line with your right hip, right foot underneath the right knee, and then bring that left foot in line with the left knee. Lift up tall, and then as you exhale, you can fold over the left leg. Just see where you want to go with it. Yeah, where does it feel all right? Yeah. You can also have a block underneath the right knee, so you're not down so low. But push down through your inner right knee to lift your right foot up off the floor. Yeah, so I mean, you could have had a block underneath the left knee, not the right. You're rotating that right leg inwards as you lift your right foot up off the floor. Lowering the right foot down, Lift yourself right back up. Now you can have your hands supporting you. You can have the hands reaching. You're going to push down through the inner right foot to lift the right knee up. Trying to separate the knees away from each other. Long breath in. Try and lift your chest up. Long breath out. Good, nice. Lower the right knee back down. So you've got a nice starting point for your fire log pose. That left shin parallel to the mat. Bring your right foot on top of your left knee. I don't have a block here, but you could bring a block underneath the knee and the ankle here. So that could be an option. Otherwise, let it hover. See what happens. Sit cross-legged if this is really painful for you, yeah? Inhale, lift up tall. As you exhale, hold it forwards. Notice the difference in each side. This is a much stiffer side for me. So I'm going to take my time, breathe into it, see if I can get it towards where I have it on the other side. Every exhale, trying to soften into the stretch. Remember, this is just as good cross-legged. Fire log if you can. Take one more breath. Well done. Nice. And then slowly come right back up. Well done. You're going to swing your right leg behind you. All the way behind. Tucking the back toes. That's it. And then taking the left leg back into your downward dog. Hopefully that feels pretty nice now. Let's just move through that. So one sun salutation. Bend the knees and look forwards. Jump or step your feet inside the hands. Take a halfway lift and let them. And then exhale and fall. Draw yourself in. Relax your head. Okay, roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Press your palms together, lift the arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards, and then exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, take a halfway lift. As you exhale, jump it back, find plank. Your last vinyasa, elbows brushed by the rib cage. Cobra up dog. Take it back, downward dog. So this time, bend the knees and look forwards. Jump the hips high, cross the legs, slide the feet through, come to seated. Shake out those legs, awesome. So cross your right ankle over your left. It's a little bit like just having a chat. Flex the feet, hands down on the floor, lift up tall, and then fold over your right leg. Where do you feel it? How does it feel different? Which leg are you feeling it in more? Active feet, big breath in. Long breath out. Cool. All right, slowly roll your way back up. Change legs. So you're going to take your left foot over your right, flexing the foot. Push down through the fingertips, lift up tall. And then exhale, folding over that left leg. And again, just tuning in. What feels different? Which leg are you feeling it more? What do you need to do to find softness in this stretch? Good. All right, then rolling your way back up. Nice, release the legs, give them a little shake. You're going to take your feet as wide as the mat. And let the hands push behind you so you can lift yourself up and then fall forwards. Okay, relax your head in between your hands. Working our way down onto the mat. One more breath here. And then slowly come up. Okay, reach your arms forwards, lean back a bit, come up onto the toes, and then lift the feet up off the floor. Now squeeze the knees outside of the arms and squeeze them back. Lift your head, chest up, core strong. We do a little pulsing here. Pulsing the leg in towards the shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the soles of the feet together, edges of the feet on the floor. Coming up nice and tall, and then fold it forwards. Think chest forwards. Inhale. And exhale. Hopefully we find a little bit of freedom for your day. Whenever I say that, I think of Mel Gibson. And then roll your way back up. Okay, we'll keep the soles of the feet together and start to lower down onto your mat. However you get there, you can take your arms up and over your head. I've really been enjoying this little sequence of just changing the breathing pattern here. Push your feet together, your knees lift a little bit. Inhale, lift the hips up. At the top of the inhale, feel your belly fully inflated. And as you exhale, draw your belly button back towards the spine, feeling the strength of your core. And then inhale, let the belly soften as you lower yourself down. And exhale at the bottom, let the knees open to the widest. Try that again as you breathe in, lift the knees a little, lift the hips up, expand, inflate your belly at the top. And as you exhale, draw the belly back towards the spine. And then lowering the spine down every time you lower one little nodule of the spine down, you can relax your belly. And on the exhale, you can let the knees open to their widest. And try that now in our bridge pose. Okay, so you'll bring your knees up, your feet flat. Take a big breath in, lift the hips up. At the top of the inhale, try and inflate the belly. Keep the hips lifted as you draw the belly back towards the rib cage. And then lower the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Good. Soften, exhale. Last time. Inhale, lift the hips up. At the top of the inhale, feel your belly fully inflated. And as you exhale, squeeze the belly button back towards the rib cage, sucking everything in like a vacuum. And then lower the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Exhaling at the bottom. Well done, guys. Cross your right leg over your left like a lady sits cross-legged. Yes, your ankles meet. Bring your knees in. Lift the hips up, move the hips over to the right, and then let both knees fall to the left. Last few poses. Big breath in here. Long breath out. Let the knees fall towards the left side. Breathe into the right side. Bring the knees right back into the center. Uncross the legs. Probably need to bring your body more center. Left leg over the right, the ankles meet. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Now try and lift the hips up, move them over to the left, and then let both knees fall to the right. Your right hand can go on the outer left leg if you need it. There's probably enough weight there anyway. And breathe into this twist. Cleaning you, cleansing you, ready for your day. Good. And then release. Bring it right back in. Uncross your legs. How would you like your Shavasana today? You can take your feet to the corners of the mat. Arms can be above your head or by your side. Maybe you've got soles of the feet together, knees open. Take a few moments. See if you can give yourself this few moments after such a moving practice. There's lots to think about. Hopefully that kept your mind on the mat. Now you can take these few moments to rest, to recharge, to rebuild your strength, ready for the day. Starting the day now with a free body, free mind. you a chance just to have a day where you can see things clearly. Where everything runs smoothly, and if it doesn't, you've got the tools to bring it back onto the right track. We've all got those tools. I think sometimes we just forget that we've got them. It's ideal if you could spend another 2-3 minutes here. If you need to get on with your day, then let's start to breathe a little bit deeper. Start to move your fingers and your toes. Do a big yawn. Reach your arms up and over your head. Make your way up to seated, to face the front or face the camera. Palms together, thumbs into your chest bone. As always, just taking a few moments to remember where yoga has come from. And in gratitude to the practice. And in gratitude to you guys. Thank you for being here with me today. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your day. It's lovely to see you. Let me know if you have any questions at all.